Hello everyone, this is Manikyala Rao, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of AML in B.V. Rao Institute of Technology, Narsapur. So today I want to discuss about the probability distributions, t-test and ANNOVA in R. So probability distributions means we need to distribute all the things based on different types of probabilities, just like whether it is belongs to true case, success case or the false case, we have to be represented by using these distributions. Now, first we are having different types of distributions are there. Coming to the first one, uniform distribution. So, uniform distribution means it is used to likely to be equally distributed for all the values is to be there in the given set. Now, the formula for this one is f of x is equal to 1 by b minus a. F of x is equal to 1 by b minus a. So, that is a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. So, within the x is to be available in between a and b. So, we are given some values, a and b values we are defining and x value. So, finally, we displace f of x equal to 1. So, that means the given data values are to be distributed equally. If you are given the display output value is 1 means they are defining the given values distributed equally for all the values. In case the given f of x is equal to minus 1 in displays means then they will not display the given content equally for all the members in the given structure. Second one, normal distribution. So, normal distribution means it is used to display the given contents in the form of graphical representation, just like the curved representation. So, normal distribution means just like the probability distributions, it is to be represented in the Bellman curve. So, in the graphical curve representation, it will be there. So, if you have to distribute the normal distribution, the formula is this one. So, that's why I mentioned the formulas. So, 1 by square root of 2 pi sigma power 2. So, pi is our value 3.14, sigma means standard deviation. So, exponential power of x means our value and mu means mean value. So, 2 power sigma power 2. So, that you have to substitute the given values in the formula to get the given value 0.24. So, that is about normal distribution. Binomial distribution. So, binomial distribution means it is used to represent in the form of the distribution is to be occurred in the form of binomial way. That means the curve representation of values is to be taken and that value is only represented. The probability of success p power x for f of x is equal to n choose x. So, that means the value will be taken in between the n and x and p power x. So, p means the probability of success, x is our value, 1 minus p means the probability of failure. So, the probability of success is p, the probability of failure is 1 minus p. So, n minus x means the values occurred in that means x, the value is not available in that means n minus x. So, we have taken some example and substitute into this, we are getting some value. Just we are substituting the given values into the formula to get the particular value to solve the binomial distribution for the given thing. Next one is Poisson distribution. So, Poisson distribution means the formula is z power minus lambda. So, lambda value is a constant value. So, based on that lambda value, we have to be defined to get the given values in this. Just like we are substituted in this. Exponential means e power minus x by lambda. So, 1 by lambda into exponential power of minus x by lambda. So, that is used to get the value is 0.36. So, next one, basic statistics things. So, basic statistics things means just like in mathematical representations, what are the statistical functions we have to be applied. So, those all are to be represented in this. Now here, so if you have to calculate, we are having different types of statistics are there. First one is mean. So, mean means mu is equal to sigma x by n. Sigma x means the sum of all the values in the given vector. So, now here we are having the vector x value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, sum of x means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So, that is 9 plus 3, 12 plus 3, 15. So, 15 divided by total number of values. So, 15 by 5. 3. So, mean value will be 3 will be printed. So, mean means the sum of all the numbers divided by the total number of values in this. So, that's why I defined in the formula itself. Next one, median. So, median for this one, I given the formula for this one. Median is equal to x underscore n by 2 plus x underscore n by 2 plus 1 by 2 for even n numbers. Now, see, first thing is, first we have to sort whatever the numbers that are to be given, we have to convert that one into sorted order of numbers. So, here we are already given the sorted number. For example, if they are given the values, the numbers are 5, 3, 2, 4, 1 like this they are given means first we will convert that into sort of x. After sorting, so we need to assign that one into length of x sorted. So here the n value is 5. So why? Because the vector contains 5 values. So if n modulus 2 equal to 0 means the median x value is x sorted of n by 2 plus x sorted of n by 2 plus 1 by 2. Otherwise x sorted of n plus 1 by 2. Now see here n modulus 2 equals 0 or not. So 1 modulus 2 equal to 0 or not. So first they will check like that. Next 2 modulus 2, 3 modulus 2. Like this they will be checked. So whatever that modulus 2 equal to 0 means that particular value, if the if condition true, that value will be displayed. Otherwise the else value will be displayed. So finally they will print the median value is 3. So at the value of 3 they need to display the given condition. Next one is mode. So mode is used to check the maximum frequency, that means the number of times the given value occurs. So we are taken the x value, so that contains the values 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. 3 values are to be taken. So table of x means, so it shows the values in the form of 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Max frequency of frequency of x. So number of times the values occurred is 3. If you are checking 1 will be occurred only one time. If you are checking 2 will be occurred 2 times. If you are checking 3 will be occurred 3 times. So without given the formula also, directly we have to tell the mode value is the maximum frequency. That means the number of times the given value occurred in the given data set. So that is called as mode value. Next one is standard deviation. So standard deviation is represented with sigma. Square root of sigma of x means our value, mu means mean value, power 2 by n minus 1. N means the number of values are available in your vector. So first we have to calculate mean, next sum, and square root of variance means our standard deviation. So finally we get the standard deviation for this one. Next variance. So sigma x minus mu power 2 divided by n minus 1. So that variance will be calculated like this. Just we have taken the values and substituted in the formula itself. Next range. Range means they need to represent what is the range for this one. So see, range is equal to x max minus x minimum. So range of x tends to max of x minus min of x. So max of x is 5, minimum of x is 1. So maximum value in the given vector is 5, minimum value in the given vector is 1. So 5 minus 1, 4. So range of x is 4. Highest value minus lowest value in the given vector. So that is called as range. Next one is correlation and covariance. So correlation means is a measure of linear relationship between two continuous variables. So two continuous variables means just like minus 1, that means that is having not a correlation. That means there is no relation is to be there in between the particular values are available in the given graph. So if it is belongs to 1 means it is a correlation, so it represents that is belongs to particular correlations occur between them. So 0 indicates there is no correlation between the things. So just like we are representing the linear correlation between the x-axis and y-axis in between the continuous values. So the formula for this one is pi is equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x into sigma y. Just like p is correlation coefficient, covariation of x comma y means covariance between x and y. Sigma x and sigma y are standard deviations of x and y. So I will show you with example, you will understand. So for example, I am taking the example. So first we are taking two vectors x and y. So x is having some values and y is having some values. So x having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and y is having 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So if we have first step is we need to calculate the means of x and y. So the sum of all the values divided by length of x. So that means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by the length of x means 5. So 15 by 5 mean value is 3. Next 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 by length of y. So total 5 values. So 18 plus 5 23 plus 6 26 plus 2 28. So 28 divided by 5, so that is equal to 5.6. Next we need to calculate the deviations. So deviations, how we will calculate the mean value x value. So that means 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 3, 3 minus 4, 3 minus 5 like that. Next deviation of y means 2 minus 5.6, 3 minus 5.6, 5 minus 5.6, 7 minus 5.6, 11 minus 5.6. So finally deviations of x and y are those values. So 3 minus 1 means 2, 3 minus 2 means 1, 3 minus 3 means 0. 3 minus 4 means minus 1. 3 minus 5 means minus 2. Those are all the deviations of x. Next, 2 minus 5.6 means minus 3.6. 3 minus 5.6 means minus 2.6. 5 minus 5.6 means minus 0.6. 7 minus 5.6 means 2.4. So, next, like this, 11 minus 5.6 means 4.64. So, like this, the values will be displayed. Next, covariance equal to sum of deviance of x into deviation of y by length of x minus 1. So, we need to substitute in this. Finally, we get the covariance value like this. So, based on that covariance value, we need to calculate the correlation coefficient. That value is covariance divided by square root of variance of x into variance of y. So, finally, we got the correlation coefficient value is 0.97. So, for covariance, the relationship between two continuous variables, but in the previous example, I already given the example. So, for individual covariance, I given sigma of xi minus mu underscore x into yi minus mu underscore y. That means two values, x and y values, and xi means the xi variable individual data points, mu x, mu y are the mean values, and is about the number of data points available in the given structure. Now, I will show them an example. So, first I taken two vectors x and y, and we calculated mean, and next one we covariance we have calculated means sum of x minus mean x into y minus mean y divided by length of x minus 1. So, sum of x means mean x value is what? So, first mean x value is 3, next mean x value is 11.6, we are already calculated in previous one. So, x minus mean x means 1 minus 3, and next 1 minus 2 minus 3, 3 minus 3, 4 minus 3, 5 minus 3 into next minus 2 minus 5.6, 3 minus 5.6, like that the values are substituted. Finally, we get the covariance value is 4.5. Next one is t-test. So, t-test means just like testing, the statistical test in between the two groups. So, how many ways we have to be compare the test in between the two values. So, there are two types of tests are there. First one is independent sample test. So, independent sample test means it is used to compare the means of independent groups. That means individual groups we are taken, just like G1 and G2, that groups we are taken, and based on that one we have to be calculated for the testing. So, for calculation we are having the formula T is equal to x1 bar minus x2 bar. That means the means of two x1 and x2 samples, square root of S1 and S1 power 2. S1, S2 are the standard deviations, N1 and N2 are the samples. So, I will show the example, you will understand. For example, I have taken the male heights. So, male mean means mean of male height. So, that means the sum of all the values divided by the total values count. So, 175 plus 180 plus 165 plus 170 plus 185 divided by 5. So, female means just like female heights are to be taken like that. So, after that we are defining to calculate the male ST and female ST, to substitute into this one to get the values T statistical. So, male mean minus female mean divided by square root of male standard deviation power 2 divided by length of male heights plus female of standard deviation power 2. Just we are substituting into this formula, length of female heights. So, here we are having the means and the variances are female mean and male mean. So, after substituting into this formula to get the values P value, absolute of T static minus DF, male mean, male standard deviation, female standard deviation. So, after calculation that values to be male mean is 175, female mean is 165. So, after calculation these are the values are to be displayed in the t-test. Next one, paired sample tests. That means compare two means of two related groups. That means so two similar groups we have to be calculated. So, for that what we have to do means T is equal to xd power. Xd means mean of differences between the two groups divided by standard deviation divided by square root of n means our sample size. So, I will show you with example. So, I have taken two variables, that is before treatment and after treatment. So, before treatment the values like this, after treatment the values like this. Difference is before minus after treatment. So, finally after that we are calculating mean differences. So, after applying this formula, standard deviation difference equals square root of sum of differences minus mean difference whole square divided by length of differences minus 1. So, after that we have to calculate T static. That means that is used to define the differences between the standard deviation and the mean value. So, after calculating these are the values, we get the mean differences, standard deviation, these are the values for this one. Next one is hypothesis testing. So, hypothesis testing means it is used to determine whether the hypothesis belongs to the population parameter is true or not. So how to check that one means it involves both two types of testing. First one is null hypothesis and second is alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis means a statement of no effect or no difference. For example, if you are taken the statement, if that is a null statement means if you are changing also, if you are executing one time, two time or n number of times you are executing means there is no difference for that null value. If you are given alternative hypothesis means if we have to change the particular statement value means that reflects on your example. So that is alternative hypothesis. I will show you. So for example, I take one sample t-test for this one. So we are taking some sample data of heights of 10 individuals. So I define the h0 value. So the average height for this equal to is 175 and h1 value average height is not equal to 175. That is the conditions we are taken. Now alpha value is 0.05. So sample mean is mean of height. So that means 170 plus 180 plus 165 plus 175 plus 185 plus 168 plus 178 plus 172 plus 182 plus 169 divided by 10. After that, we are calculating the sample standard deviation. Finally, the difference is if it checks this condition, absolute value of T static is greater than critical value. That means those conditions satisfied means they need to display, that is reject the null hypothesis. That means if the value is not changed means they will display, that is null hypothesis. If the value is changed means they display that value is changed. So that is about the changing thing. Next one is ANNOVA. ANNOVA means the full form for ANNOVA is analysis of variance. So it is a statistical technique. It is used to find out the difference between the two variance points or the variance values. So there are two types of variances are there. First one is one-way ANNOVA and second one is two-way ANNOVA. One-way ANNOVA means we are dealing with only single categorical independent variables. Only single categorical independent variables, and that is to be combined into distinct groups. Now we will see here. So we are taking some data. So library of status. Status means it is used to implement the statistical things is to be there in this. So data frame of scores equal to some values are taken and school is equal to factor of A. So that means based on that scores they are given the grades. Result is equal to AOV. AOV is the function knowing various. Analysis of variance scores tends to school comma data is equal to data. Finally, the result will be displayed like this. So DF sum square mean square. How we will get these values I will show you. So two-way ANNOVA. So two-way means they need to combine dependent variable as well as independent variables for this example. So see this example, recovery time, gender and the treatment is to be given here. So this is also they display some values. Now here, how to calculate those values? So first our given values are 85, 72, 62, 65. So see the previous example. So 85, 72, 90, 78, 91, 88, 65, 76, 82. So we are dividing that one into three groups. So 85, 72, 90 one group, 78, 91, 88 one group, 65, 76, 82 into another group. So see how we are calculating. So first we are calculating divided by three groups, group A, B, C. So the overall mean for this one is sum of all the values 74 plus 81.33 plus 87 by 3. So 80.78. This is the overall mean. Next, calculate the sum of squares of between groups. So sum of squares means, so this 3 divided by 3 values there. So that 3 into total values 3 into 74. The particular 74 minus 80, 81 minus 80, 87 minus 80. Whole power 2. So that's solved by using SSB. Sum of squares of between groups is 254.9. Next, sum of squares within groups. So that is equal to group. So 85 minus 74 whole power 2. So that means we are substituting in individual groups. So 85, 72, 65. These are the group A values. So 85 minus 74, 72 minus 74 and 65 minus 74. First, next 81. Individual mean values are to be subtracted in this, and the third one. So finally, after calculating that one, the values sum of squares of within groups is 3362.7. So 206 114 plus 42. Now the mean square between the groups. So that means DFB, difference between the groups. So K minus 1. So K value is 3. So 3 minus first 3. That n minus k, so n means the total number of values, total 9 values are there in the given set, so that's why 9 minus total values, what groups we are taking? 3 groups, so 9 minus 3, 6. So mean square between the values means SSB. So previously we are calculating 254.9 divided by 2. So DFB value is 2. So next MSW means SSW by DFW. So that is equal to 60.44. Next step 4, that's statistics. So MSB by MSW, that value 127 by 60. Next P value we are calculating. So P of F comma DFB comma DFW comma lower dot tile is equal to false. So that means, so F value is what? Previously we are calculating 2.108. Next one, DFB value 2, DFW value 6. Lower dot tile equal to false value, as the same value is there, that is equal to 0.203. So these two values, school and residential values 2, 6. Next 254.9, 362.7. So these all the values we are calculated like this. So this is about the analysis of variance has to be used in this given data set value. So that is about the given probability distributions. These are all the things in this there. So thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.